Okay, everybody, yeah, I'm Thundershot. What's going on? Welcome back to the final part of the Banjo Kazooie playthrough. I don't know. I thought it would be funny to leave you with false hope there at the end, but luckily for us and you guys, it starts us already at the end. It starts us right where we left off. We don't have to run through the tower again and everything. So yeah, we saved Tootie, but Grunty escaped up the stairs, and well, we can't end this game without slapping a bitch around a bit. So. Excuse me. Someone's got to be punished for their actions, and we ain't going down like that. So come here, you bitch. All right. Free life up here. I'll take it because why not? The point of this cauldron is to connect you with that back one. For whatever reason, if you decide to go back, it'll help you skip the whole game board, which isn't really that much of a hassle to run across now that all the things are taken care of. But whatever. So yeah, I lied earlier. I said the 730 was all the notes you need. I lied. They kind of cock jab you here. There is one more note door and it's 810. So you at least have to enter the final world before you will have enough notes to get through this final door. Now, if you're watching this and you're roughly 2 click clock wood, don't just run in there and grab 10 notes to try to beat the game, unless you want to do it the hard way, but more on that later. So, we also don't have enough jiggies to open up the final door over here. It's not over, stupid bear. See my picture over there? To fill it up is no mean feat. Lots of jiggies make it complete. So yeah, technically we could have busted through this area after Rusty Bucket, but it would have done us no good because we wouldn't have had near enough notes and the jiggy count probably wouldn't have been high enough, but we'll see where we are. After filling it out, we're left with 6 jiggies. It takes 25 jiggies. I'm sad to say down there you'll stop because I'm safe here at the top. Of course, the final posters of Grunty herself, and yeah, 25 jiggies. So it leaves you with 6 over. You have 6 jiggies left over at the last of this game. So you can miss 6 bottom line if you want to beat the game. You can still beat the game with 6 jiggies down. But let's check out this room. If you remember this room from the game over screen, which I don't think I ever showed because actually I probably did show it, but I never died. I expected to show it when I died, but I actually never died in the playthrough, which surprised me a little bit. Usually I do. But this is the opening screen. Yeah, the opening scene or the game over scene in the game where if you quit the game out, like if I was to push start, scroll down and exit the game, it would play the game over screen regardless. It doesn't erase your save file or anything, but Grunty turns into a thin, hot wish, and Tootie turns into a giant freak ape monster that's going to destroy your anus. And that's the game, but that's where it takes place. That's where the switcher is, that was all, or the change machine, whatever you call it. And that was in the beginning of the game too, so it's kind of nice to see that in Grunty's lair. We get to see the final product. So first we're going to talk to old Dingpot here. Phew, what a disgusting smell. Oh, visitors for Dingpot. I like visitors. It's a wonder you get any sewer breath. What does strange birdie thing mean? She said that we're looking for Gruntilda. Do you know where she is? Good cover, Banjo. Sure do, Mr. Bear. Grunty's awful, you know. She was sick in me earlier on. If you can get rid of her, I'll be free. She threw up in Dingpot earlier. Don't be sure, you silly pot. Soon I'll have you nice and hot. See the filthy clothes I've got? When I've won, you'll wash the lot. That's gross. She's got a flea circus under there. Don't worry, Dingpot. We'll sort her out if you can find us a way up there. No problem. Just sploosh on in and I'll fire you up to the top. Jump in there? No way, dungbox. Come on, Kazooie. You get a chance to peck the witch's butt. Let's go. So we jump into Dingpot, it'll take us to the top. We can fight Grunty right now, but you know what? I'm not ready for that. First, actually, I'll just check here. All my health's full, so I don't need to beat the shit out of that thing. But there are note doors lined up around the entire room. This is where you want to collect notes till the very end. This is the point of getting 100% other than just to get 100%. These note doors open, and inside them is a prize you're probably going to want. Now, what these things do... It's a one-time use only, but they refill your supplies all the way to the top. Note doors have different numbers on them. I don't know which is more and which is less. I think this one was more. Okay, this one's a room, but I'm not going to go in there quite yet. I'm going to get the others first. 3 note doors provide you with the standard gold feathers, blue egg, and red feathers. Now, I'm all full on blue egg, so I'm not going to get that just to not get it, I guess. I don't need to. But I might be short like 1 gold feather. Hold on. Long of tooth and strong of arm, Grunty's got the lasting charm. Okay. I'm short 5 gold feathers, so I'm going to take them up on this offer. Did I tell you she puked in me? It was awful. Yes, you did, actually. So yeah, that's a one-time use, but you could be at 0 gold feathers, you could be at 0 red feathers, and 0 blue eggs. Those things will refill you all the way to the top, regardless of where you're at, and you're going to need a pretty full tank here. If you don't have the notes to get that open, and you don't want to backtrack to get the notes, you're at least going to have to backtrack to some levels to refill yourself on that. But, alas, with my 6 jiggies left over, this door opens if you're given enough notes, and it takes 4 more jiggies. This door is very fucking important. As you'll notice, my health just turned red. It doubled. If I get hit in one of those red health spaces, it turns back to a normal gold one. Once my meter drains completely of the red ones, then it goes back and then it has to drain again. Your health doubles. So, if nothing else, you want to collect at least 885 notes and 98 jiggies total. Because that means your health gets doubled, and that's very important for making this a lot easier than it normally would be. But now that I'm refilled on everything, my health has been doubled due to me shooting for the stars, I guess, overachieving. We're ready to tackle Grunty, so we're off. Boy, that dingpot can really shoot us. I can't believe that furry pair got right up here. It's so unfair, but now the stupid bear must fight. This battle test your skill and might. So, first of all, this boss music is freaking epic. Secondly, Grunty's opening strategy is going to be to dive bomb you with her broom. It's simple enough to avoid, just run to either side. And every now and again, her broom will misfire, and that's when you get up there and you peck her in the ass. Then she'll throw fireballs at you. Now, these fireballs are kind of jerks to dodge when she throws them at you, because you never know. Sometimes she leads you with the fireballs, and sometimes she throws right at you. So if you're running and then you stop, it might hit you, or if you're running and you keep running in the same direction, it still also might hit you. So if I have any advice for that, it would be like when she throws them, change direction. And yeah, that's about all I got. Now this next part, when I kick her off her broom, I'm probably going to cheat that a little bit and make it look a lot easier than it needs to be, but that's for the sake of the walkthrough. And the sake of speeding up this fight. This is a long fight too. The only complaint a lot of people have with this boss fight is once it's done, you can't replay it. You have to play the game all the way over again before it'll let you replay this boss fight, so that kind of sucks. I'm getting a lot of my talk out now because later on with the boss fight gets harder. Where's she going? Okay, she's about to throw... That spell's an undodgeable one. If I run away, it'll do me no good. So your only defense there is to light up the gold feathers. Oh shit, okay. She's gonna stand over there and she's gonna throw fireballs at you. And you wanna wait for a break in it. And then you wanna jump up. Oh god, and then you wanna jump up and shoot 3 eggs at her real quick. Now I'm being a little ballsy here. You gotta hit her with 3 eggs, but yeah. Once you hit her with 3, she'll move on to the next spot. I advise getting here early, so that way you can shoot 3 more eggs at her. Oh, look at that. Is it too tough? Let me know when you've had enough. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back to roughly the same spot. Dear God, just as I get cocky enough to say, hey, I never died this entire playthrough, I die on the boss battle that I very rarely die on, so... There you go. My strategy for this, first of all, don't get hit by the fireball on the edge of this castle because it will kill you. But secondly, after you know you hit her with that 3rd egg, if you can beat her to the next spot and just start firing off eggs like a madman, that usually works out pretty well. Just make sure you're aiming them in the right direction. And for the love of God, don't get hit by that fireball and get knocked the wrong way like I about screwed up and did again. But anyway, she only does the 4 sides and then she moves on to the next part of the boss fight, so... I only hit her twice there. Really don't want to get hit by another fireball, so I'm not going to sit there and fire all 3. Here she go. Every time you beat her, she will fire that spell that you can't dodge. I would run around and show you, but there's no point. Just take my word. She's taken to the sky now, but luckily Bottles magically teleported a flight path up here. So I did get hit once or twice, so I'm going to take that to refill my double health a little bit. And then you take the fight to the air. I guess just got cocky enough to say I didn't die. Now, if you are going to die, it's probably going to be here. It's probably not going to be where I died at earlier. That was weird. I don't know if I've ever died that way before. But you want to be real careful when you're beak barging Grunty. First of all, her fireballs are jerks. But secondly, if you come in at... Oh, damn it, she hit me. Secondly, if you come in at an angle, like let's say you're above her and you angle down, sometimes if you miss, you scrape the very top of the castle, which is enough to make you stop flying. But then you keep rolling and then you slide off the back of the castle. And then you just fall to your death, basically. I'm glad I hit her there. It could have happened. But yeah, you get what I'm saying? If you beak barge and you catch the castle at any part, really, you can slide through the side or off the edge. And then you're essentially screwed because there's no saving yourself after you slide off the edge. Oh, she's quick now. I've hit her twice already. So yeah, she'll stop periodically to throw fireballs at you. She'll also stop to give you a chance to hit her, I guess. She just doesn't really go anywhere. This broom is hard and has its streaks across the chafes. Oh, I don't know. I didn't read it right. But something... There we go. I'm glad I hit it that time, or I definitely could have fallen off and died again. This is kind of a... I don't want to be bored and wait forever. I may be old and rather wide, but underneath this spell I hide. So now I can't hit her anymore. See? Even if I was to beak barge, I would get the same result. So, my best bet here is to land and dodge the attack she throws for a while. Until something comes to save me for setting... yeah, we help the Jinjos, they're back to help us. I hid you well. I don't know. She's going fast now. I'm concerned about stuff. So they only take one egg. I fired 3 because I wasn't sure. But yeah, these Jinjo guys are here to help. I'm pretty sure they still show up if you didn't save all the Jinjos throughout the game, but I don't know for sure on that. But yeah, for helping the... Oh. Excuse me, it does take 3. Or at least 2. Yeah. Your best bet after you get... Because the first one you're going to have to wait, but then your best bet is to wait until they attack her, because if you wait until that Jinjo, like if I just run around and dodge aimlessly until that Jinjo attacks her, it gives me the break I need to fire on the next Jinjo. So all you gotta do is get that first one off safely, and then as long as you can dodge okay, you don't ever have to stop and take the hit just to get it in the egg, or you know what I mean. So we've killed Grunty's broomstick. It blew up there in that last hit. I don't know if you saw it or not. But now we're kind of a sitting target for old Gruntilda because she's still got her shield up. So, once again, run around, dodge like a madman, use gold feathers if you don't want to take a hit by that undodgeable spell there, and wait for help to arrive, because we were down a Jinjo. I am the mighty Jinjonator. Activate me. But I don't... So the bad news is that her spells can still go through the mighty Jinjonator. At least to the best of my knowledge. Luckily for me, I have double health, or I would be very worried right now. And essentially, you just want to dodge. You don't want to do what I did for the first one. You want to wait till she throws that big one. And you just keep shooting them in the side until... Oh, God. Oh, God. Keep dodging. So, yeah. Take the spell. Oh, God. Don't do that. 3 quick eggs into where you need. See, if I didn't get that double health, I'd be really close to being screwed right now. But I've also screwed up a lot, so that'll happen. Wait for it. Gold feather the last spell, and 3 quick eggs, and the end of the boss fight, people. Blue Jinjonator shows up, accepts all other Jinjos in some weird... Makes a super deep voice in some badass form. I don't know. I don't fully understand the ending, but I think it's sweet. So, sit back and enjoy and watch Grunty's doom. As Banjo Kazooie being cool guys who don't look at explosions, look the other direction because they don't give a shit. We got all day, Grunty. Grunty's strength will see me through. When Jinjo's gone, I'll batter you. Motherfucker. Watch your jaw. I'm done for now. So hear me choke, but look what's hidden in my cloak. I don't fully understand that line or what this does. She throws a spell out, but it misses? It was something hidden in her cloak. I don't get it. I've never gotten that part for some reason, but... Grunty tumbles down to her fate. Doing a lot of cool flips before being crushed by a boulder, but not to death. Gurn. Gurn. Gasp. Too heavy. Grunty's fate this should not be, so hurry, Klungo, rescue me. And here you are. The final scene here will be different depending on if you beat the game 100% or not, but Here you go. I'm gonna let this play out. The real final scene. I'm not joking you this time. Also, the only human being we actually see. I don't count Grunty because she's a witch. Good for old Blubber. He's got himself a jet ski. She has nice melons. Oh darn, that wasn't the final scene like I thought it was. I'm going to speed through this. The first credits were way longer, but I actually ended up talking through them perfectly, so I didn't speed it up any like I thought I would. These credits are a lot shorter, they're going to get sped up, and yeah, I'm going to hurry up and speed through that, because I've already given you my review and everything. So yeah, this is just the name of all the stupid things we had to kill and stuff like that. So there you go. Okay, so this is elaborating a little bit more on the stop and swap stuff I tried to not talk about earlier. This is actually in the Nintendo 64 version. I don't know why. Well, I guess because they really thought it was going to be in the game up until release, and then they had to take it out. But, yeah, I talked about it in a playthrough before. I don't remember what level I was on when I was talking about all that stuff. Probably Freeze's Peak. But here at the end of the game, Mamba will show you... Yes, we did. Yeah, you get all 100 Jiggies, and he shows you. If not, he just teases the idea and he doesn't show you. But if you get all 100 Jiggies, he shows you where the secret locations to all the eggs are. For example, Treasure Trove Cove is up in this one. I didn't explore it because I've already got the egg, and you're about to see it now anyways. Also, the Ice Key, which I showed you where it was in Freezy. The door being open in Gobies, the Mad Monster Mansion. There was a couple stop and swap places. And like I've said before, but just to clarify one more time, Stop and Swap does work in Xbox 360 to an extent. I think you get stuff for, I think he says it here, you get stuff for Nuts and Bolts. It's not necessarily for Tui anymore, which Nuts and Bolts doesn't necessarily suck as a game, but Nuts and Bolts sucks as a Banjo Kazooie game, so I've never actually played it. I've seen videos of it played. I know what the basic idea and outline is. Nuts and Bolts never appealed to me, so I probably, even if I do end up doing a playthrough of Tui, if you guys want to see that, I will probably never end up playing Nuts and Bolts, just because. But yeah, Mambo's gonna show us all these locations here, for all the stop and swap stuff. Which, if you're in the Nintendo 64 version, I think they still show you this anyway. Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember. But if they do show it to you, it's all a big line. It doesn't matter. Now, there has been a cheat found, or a hack of sorts. I believe it's a cheat. Someone had to hack into the game code to get it. It was never intended to be released, but there's a cheat you can do which will allow you to find these areas, and the eggs will actually be there. And I think you can actually collect them. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me. You might have to check your facts before you believe me on that one. We've already been in here. It's Waz's Cave. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right now I'm just killing time till this is over. because... Oh! Yeah, I'm going to view the totals one more time before we sign off for good. Yeah, that's what the ice key looks like if you haven't gotten it yet, so... I know where I'd like to stick, but Jesus, Kazooie. 3 exclamation points. Yeah, if you haven't got the ice key yet, that's what it looks like. If you have the Nintendo 64 version, you won't be able to get through that. There will be an ice barrier that won't even let you back there. And you'll just see the ice key rotating forever, and it'll be taunting you forever, but... Yeah, I showed you guys this already. This is the place in Gobies. There'll be an egg in there if you ground pound the switch. It's only another stupid egg. Kazooie's got the right idea. But yeah, there's definitely more stop and swap eggs. Those are just the preview ones he shows you. How do we get to those? Find out in Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Which again, I have not played nor will probably won't ever play. Just because if you have Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts and you like it, good for you. Again, I don't think it's a bad game from what I've seen. I think it's a bad Banjo Kazooie game. And I'm looking for a good Banjo Kazooie game, which is Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie. So yeah. And there is Captain Blubber. Not to drop any hints, but he might actually be riding off to Banjo Tooie now. Anyways, ending scene. Gurn, rock so heavy, but Klungo must rescue Mistress with a lisp. All the jiggies you did snatch, but I'll be back for my rematch. There's a little hint at Tooie too. I like how the entrance to her. We never get to see it at nighttime, but I like how the entrance to her cave is actually lit up by fire, and you can see it and it's glowing. I don't know if I've ever noticed that before. There you are. End of the game now. As I promised, view the totals real quick. If it lets me into the game. Just check everything out. I did do mine on this Game Boy file over here. I always liked this file, even as a kid, just because he was playing Game Boy. I thought that was awesome. There we go. Final time 5:48:29. 100 jigsaws, 900 notes. I think our total game time in here will be different because it does or does not count the credits. I can't remember, but yeah. Let's get a better position than that there, Banjo. Alright. Viewing totals. For the last time, I'm going to review everything. Grunty's Lair, we were in here for almost an hour and a half. 10 out of 10 jiggies. Mama's Mountain, all the notes, all the jiggies, all the honeycomb pieces. 12 minutes. I've completed it in roughly 9 before, but I'm not going to elaborate on that anymore. Treasure Trove Cove, 25 minutes. 2 honeycomb pieces, 10 jiggies, 100 notes. Clanker's Cavern, all cleared on everything, 18 minutes. A little under 20, that's probably one, I don't know, it's not a bad time. Bubble Gloop, 100 notes, 10 jiggies, all cleared, 23. Freezy Z, all cleared, 28, but remember, oh wait, no, that's not this one. Gobi's Valley, 27, but remember we did have to go back in because we learned the ability to Freezy Z. I don't know if that matters much, it takes a little bit of time running. Not that you guys even give a shit about the times. Mad Monster Mansion, half hour. Rusty Bucket, complete, 31 minutes, because I forgot that stupid last note. Click Clock, exactly 1 hour and 3 seconds, or 0.03 seconds. So, yeah, Click Clock takes a while. I think I usually knock Click Clock out in roughly 40, but I stopped to show you guys some stuff and bunch of jibber jabber. So, yeah. Stop and Swoop Eggs, as you've seen, I collected all that before. And I think if I go back to the very beginning here, it'll show me my total. You have to go back to the one right before Grunty's Lair. Spiral Mountain, 4 minutes. All 6 honeycomb pieces, okay. And the game total, 5:48:35. I don't remember what the total it said on the other time was, but I'm pretty sure it's different. But yeah, that's the real end of the game. I've given my review in the last part. Camera's really messed up. Yeah. Total game, we're coming to an end. Poor Grunty, we will never see her again, unless we play Banjo Tooie, but like I said before, that's up to you guys. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you like the playthrough. I'm going to stand back where we collected our first Jiggy in commemoration. And there will be an extras video, so keep your eye out for that. See you guys next time. A Thundershot and I'm out. Peace.